So do you know how Dark Souls works?
You go somewhere and someone comes and then you stab them.
Pretty much. That's quite close.
Well, I'm definitely not wrong.
No, what happens is...
I'm sure it's more complicated than that.
Do you see what I'm doing? Do you see watch what I'm doing?
Are you human or you're not human, and then that means different people come.
What happens is when you're not in human form, you can't be invaded.
What are you when you're not in human form?
You're in something called hollow form. So, when you change into a human like I just did, and got punched by him, I've enabled my world to be invaded. By anybody who wants to invade, using an invasion tool. So I know now I'm at risk of it coming up on the screen saying, you know, a dark spirit has entered my game. Because I've opened my door for that for that to happen. My connection right now is pretty shitty, so it might not happen. But the place where we are here is kind of a designated dueling area. This is a place where people come to fight, generally one-on-one, in a place that's, you know, a little bit more civilized than some of the stuff you come across.
I like how it's got its own, like, did the game
No.
make us choose this,
Nope.
or is it like a
It's
game?
completely community. It's a meta side of the game that the community is... I say community that certain people have agreed upon. Not everybody, because you do get the people who come here and treat it like anything else, because that's the joy of the game. You don't have to follow anyone's way of playing, except for your own. And this is an area where people will get really mad at you if you don't play the way they think you should play.
That seems a bit silly.
It does, but that's the thing with Dark Souls. It's interesting because everybody plays their own way. There's just a certain amount of people who think there is one way to play, and I used to be of that mindset in my early videos before I played for a longer period of time. Like this here, do you see those red signs on the floor?
Yeah.
They're people I can summon to fight.
So you are against you.
No, at fight. Like they are putting that sign down saying, I want to fight somebody, please pick it up. And you pick them up and they come into your world and you have a fight.
But you just did that and there's nobody there.
Yeah, because this game and its connection and my connection right now means that we're not getting too much. And the time period is not good because we're not on American time, and as you can see the summon just failed. So this is not the best place to probably do this. If it doesn't give us out in the next couple of minutes, we'll go to a place where I can invade. But there's this notion that you have to play this one way, or you have to play this one way, or you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do that, and everybody has their own, you know, pet peeves.
What happens if you don't?
Well, nothing really.
So what's...
It's just there are ramifications for people like me when I put my videos out saying one thing, and then later on in another video, if I don't adhere to that, I immediately get called a hypocrite. It's nothing to do with how people's standards are purely based on what happens. They're completely situational, and they change depending on the actions of the people that you're playing. But people don't see that. They just see the hypocrisy.
Well, the internet's full of morons. So.
Well, the internet is, but it's... I just think it'd be interesting for this, if it fucking works, for you to see something that you have no real context of, and for me to give you some impression of what it means. But it's highly unlikely at this time. Like, the best time for this, when my connection's not being a piece of shit, which it is right now, is anywhere between 1 in the morning to like 6 in the morning, because that's when you get all the American traffic.
Ugh. It's too much effort.
It's a lot of effort. But, as you can see, we're not getting shit, so we'll go on a different character. But what this other character is going to showcase is me invading other people's worlds.
Can you not do it with that character?
I can. He's just in the Berg, so it's quicker for me to pick this dude, because this dude is built to take on situations that we're going to find where we're going to invade.
Oh, okay.
Because what happens is, when I use this item I'm about to use, the game looks for a vacant world, a world that is open, with people in human form in it, that I can go into and invade. I don't control it. I don't know who I'm invading. I don't know what type of player they are. I don't know how they play. I know nothing. And on top of that, they have access to a healing item that I don't because I'm invading. Which is this flask. See that? Pretty quick heal.
But you can't. You just used it.
Yeah, but I'm not in someone's world. I'm in my world.
Oh.
As soon as I go into someone else's world, I can't use that. And they can. So, immediately off the bat, there is an unfair advantage to the host. Which some people agree with, some people don't agree with. That's another one of those things where it's entirely interpreted by the player.
Does that fit into some sort of game logic somewhere?
Yeah, I think so. When you invade, the enemies in the player's world don't acknowledge you. But they'll still attack the host. So I think to balance it, they've given him the ability to still heal and you the ability to not. Because you can heal in people's worlds.
Does that happen anywhere in the game? Like if you were doing all this with other real people but you were just playing it?
Oh, what do you mean?
Like, I don't know if it has it on Dark Souls. Where you play the story.
Well, yeah, there's a campaign to it.
Yeah. So, is there any situation on that where you can't use that flask?
Yes, there are a couple of computer-controlled invasion scenarios that they put in there to teach you how the invasions work.
But is there any, like, actual story reason why you can't use it? Or is it just tough?
No, it's purely mechanical.
Oh.
But at the same time, there's a lot of people that don't even acknowledge the story. So if there was a story repercussion for not having a functioning flask, they wouldn't care. Because a lot of people have this notion that if you're following the story, you're role-playing. And when you're role-playing, it's okay to do certain things, because it's under the guise of staying in character.
Oh.
It's insane. There's a lot of expectations.
But it's not a role-playing game, is it?
Well, yeah, technically, you do play a role.
Oh. Yeah, but you do in every game.
Yeah, but this is a bit more, because this has got character development, this has got, choices in how your character turns out. Oh. It is, for all intents and purposes, a role-playing game, an RPG. It might not have turn-based battling and, crazy coloured hair and J-pop, but it's still as close as it can get. But as you can see, at this moment in time, the combination of probably nobody being here because of the time and my internet being just horrific, we're not getting any invasions, so this is dying in the water. Which is a shame, because I wanted to show you how it played out, and just to see if we could get a good example. Because when I go into these other worlds, there is every possibility that I might be going up against 3 people.
At the same time?
Yep.
Yeah, if that happens, do you still not get your flask?
Nope.
Even though it's like super unfair?
Nope. And the flask that the host has heals the phantoms. So it heals the people with him.
At the same time?
Yep. When he uses it.
So if they're about to die?
He can stop them from dying, he can heal them. And it opens up situations where you can have 2 phantoms running at you while the host stays back, and you're fighting them. As soon as they take damage, he heals, they get it back, you get hit, there's nobody to get it back for you.
Aww, that's not fair.
But it's Dark Souls, and that's how Dark Souls is played. So there's just constant, just cognitive dissonance between people of what is fair, what isn't fair, what is honourable. Honourable's a big word when it comes to community standards. And what I'm probably going to do is, because we've spoke for like 10 minutes, or I have, I'll put this over some footage, since I've not got any, but I'll try and do this on a situation where I can get you involved in it. But just on a face value from what you've heard, what is your first impressions of it?
Well, it's not first impressions, I've learnt stuff.
No, you've seen... Oh, here we go, here's your first impressions.
But it all seems very, like, outside of the game.
Oh, yeah.
It's very... The community descends and ascends all of this stuff to be like honour and all that.
Well, the biggest problem with it is there's no agreement in it. There's no one set code that everybody adheres to.
Because it's so
So I'm in his world now.
Yeah.
These guys here are bad people. They will attack him. They won't attack me. But as you can see, I go to Estus Flask. I can't use it.
So they're not on your side, but
No,
they're not
they
on
are
his side.
the enemies of the level that he's in right now that will attack him. He's hit that pot too, which means he's been up here. So I'm going to look around now and see if I can find him, and then we'll see what he does. So
Does he know you've invaded?
Yes, it told him I am in his world. You know, that banner that goes across the bottom came up on his screen saying Seraphim 17 has invaded. So he knows now there is a human controlling a character in his world.
Is he blue?
No, he'll look normal. You know, like I did before I came to this place.
Oh.
He's there. You see him?
Oh, yeah.
So that is him. And he immediately starts throwing fireballs.
That's not very nice.
Well, he doesn't know if I'm nice or not, so it does make sense.
But aren't you supposed to bow?
Well, that's the thing.
Rude.
Do you bow?
Yes.
Don't you bow? What is the standard? And that's why I want... Oh, this guy's got a fat roll going. And he's... Oh, no! No, this is bad news. This is what I wanted you to see, which is kind of good news, I guess. Did you see how he did?
Did he heal?
He did, but did you see how he healed?
No.
Watch, he's going to do it now. There's an item in this game called a Divine Blessing. Do you see that? You see how quick that was? That is an item hated by the community. Absolutely hated by the community.
Why?
Because it's an unpunishable heal.
What does that mean?
It means he can do it without repercussion.
So when he's doing it, can you not hit him?
Oh, I can. It's just extremely difficult to punish. And what happens is...
What do you mean punish? I don't understand.
He's getting his life back, my lovely. Did you see that flask thing I did earlier?
Yeah.
That took ages compared to what he can do.
Yeah.
Like, watch this. Watch how long this takes. I can't move at all. And that gives me full life. How quick was his?
He still died.
Yeah, it's because he's a bad player. But that's that's the thing. He has access to items.
Do you nick all his goodies though?
No, it would be nice if I did. All I take is one humanity from him when he was alive, and that's it.
Oh.
But
what does that do?
that is an item that fully heals you and puts you in human form.
Alright.
It does some various other things, but that was an experience of me going in someone's world who might not have wanted me there, and we fought. And what did we see immediately? He threw a fireball at me.
Yeah.
Straight off the bat. You said, what did you say?
How rude.
Why? Because he didn't do this?
Oh, that was a bit pompous. That
that was
a bit arsehole as well.
So because he didn't do this...
Yeah, I'll shake your hand or like twirl around or something, don't you?
But how does he know that I'm not going to brutally murder him when he does that? Because he can't move when he does that.
Because you're nice.
Yeah, but you know that. He doesn't. And I'm not always nice.
Do you not always bow?
No, not at all.
But that's rude.
But why is it rude?
Raised you with better manners than that.
That's why I want your opinion. Why is that rude? And
because it's rude to just stab someone without an introduction.
Oh, it is indeed. But that healing thing we saw. If you watch this is your standard Estus. I can't move while that happens. How long does that take? A couple seconds, maybe.
Yeah.
This is your humanity. This does a full heal, and I can't move. So I'm vulnerable to being stabbed in the back right there when that's happening. This is what he used. How much faster was that than everything else?
That was quite a bit faster.
Exactly. And that is why people don't like that item. And I carry those items.
Why don't everyone just use it?
Well, that's the thing.
And then it won't be an issue.
But that's the thing. Those items, you're not supposed to have 92 unless you've spent a hell of a long time getting them. So you can get 11 per playthrough.
Right.
And people look down on using them because they're such a powerful and unpunishable heal.
But why don't everyone just have... You've got 92.
I do, and that person then had it. But people are of the opinion, and I agree with them, that they ruin some of the parts of the balance of the fights because they're so fast, and people can have 100 of them.
But if everyone uses
Like, look at this, you see this?
It'll be fine.
Like this situation, I will use them, because this is what they're designed for, in my opinion. And I have no idea where the host is. Do you think I should bow in this situation?
Why? That's different.
That is 2 people and a host.
So there's the guy you've invaded and
those 2 guys, yeah. So this is 3.
Computer controlled?
No, they are people. they will run up behind me and stab me in the back, and they've killed the Titanite demon, which is not the best news. And my analog is really shit, and they've killed the knights.
Why?
Because the knights are enemies.
Yeah, so they don't kill them.
Yeah, but it's all good. I got this.
I don't think manners cost very much.
Well, no, they don't, but...
That makes me feel sick. Why is everything a spiral staircase? That's horrible.
Yeah, this is... They killed everything? Yeah, they've killed everything. Oh, wow! Interesting! Very interesting. So...
He's gone to fight the boss instead of you.
Yeah. So that's a good one, actually. That really helps us what I'm trying to do with this video. I invaded his world just then. There was a host and there was 2 phantoms. There was 3 people there.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Nothing.
No. I ran into the level.
You ran away?
Yeah. To get a strategic position where I could have better odds of fighting 3 human players. What did they do?
Stand there.
And then they went and fought the boss.
Why?
Because that's what they wanted to do. He summoned those people to help him fight the boss. He had no intentions of fighting me.
But what if you'd found him? He'd have to have fought you.
Well, not necessarily. Because I would have had to have attacked to usually provoke it.
No, that's what I mean. If you'd have found him and then...
I was going to run in there and swing my sword at both of those phantoms at the beginning.
Yeah.
And try and beat them.
But you decided not to.
No, I decided not to. And what happened?
Nothing.
They were just co-op people trying to
Help
beat the level. There's a term that gets thrown around on Dark Souls quite a lot as I clean myself.
What? Let me guess. I know some of them.
Go on.
Well, what's it describing?
Describing an unfair advantage because it's more than one person fighting.
Ganking.
Boom.
Ta-da!
What does ganking mean? Because everybody has a different definition.
You just said it!
No. I gave you a slight interpretation of what some people think.
When there's more than one person...
Yeah?
Like, when it's 2 or 3 or 4 versus 1.
Okay. If you gank on a MOBA, which is like a massive online battle arena game like League of Legends, it is a situation where there is more people attacking you than you're attacking them, and that is a notion of getting ganked. It is higher numbers attacking you. In Dark Souls, a gank is slightly different because everybody's got different interpretations. Some people think gankers are only people who stand around the level intentionally trying to kill invaders.
But in that point of the game?
Well, not necessarily, no.
But you are supposed to kill invaders.
Well, that is one interpretation. But some people think, those people just then wouldn't be classed as gankers because they didn't initiate me, they were just going through the game. Even though there was 3 of them, and even if they would have attacked me, they don't think that would have been classed as ganking because they're not intentionally standing there to kill people for souls.
Right, okay, I understand.
Yeah? To which I disagree with that perspective. It's a valid perspective for some people to have because I know what they mean, but to me the term ganking is literally just the numbers. It is 2v1 or 3v1, regardless of motivation or intention.
Yeah, because I don't know, this seems like a 1v1 type of thing.
But why is there those extra slots there if it's a 1v1 type of thing?
Because that's for crap players.
Is that what you think?
Well, why else would you need to summon people?
What if you want to play with your friends?
Well then, you take it in turns to fight the baddies.
Oh dear?
Yeah.
But why? What is this things you've heard me say rubbing off on you, or is this what you actually think should happen?
Like, especially when it's not against the computer, but when you're playing other people, why would I don't know why you would play 3 of you against 1 person.
It's one way to killing somebody. It's one way of feeling superior.
What do you all get?
Well, you get the souls when I die.
Shared equally between all 3
Yeah,
of
each
you?
of them get the amount of souls.
How do they decide that? What if 2 of them don't touch him?
It doesn't matter. If I die in that world and there is 2 phantoms and 1 host, everybody gets my souls. Or gets a percentage of my level that it takes for me to level up.
I don't know, I just think that seems silly.
I don't think you're wrong, my lovely. And I would agree with you.
Like,
but there are so many people that don't.
Why do you need your friends to help you? Why are you so bad at it?
It's an interesting thing you should say that, because when I first started playing, I thought, you know, it would be 1v1. I thought every fight would start with a bow. I thought, you know, everybody would try and be respectful and have fun, and I didn't think it would ever, you know, bleed into this territory of people being assholes or cheating or things like that.
What have you got on your head?
It's the dust crown. It's like a fairy ear thing. I was very wrong.
Yeah, be nice, kids. It doesn't cost much.
But
I don't understand, because I feel like I sound parental now. Just like, well, if you all follow the rules, you have more fun.
But that's the thing. What are the rules? There are no definable rules.
Manners and goodness in your heart.
Yeah, but these are moral standards that happen in real life. These days have no morals. So.
Well,
that's a different conversation.
I don't just like, if you're playing against the computer and you're just doing it like those other people were. Like, I couldn't care less if there's 3 or 4 or 10 of them.
I agree.
But when it's against somebody like you, like another person, why would you?
What if you really want to win? And by having 3 people engage me at the same time, it gives you a much better chance at that.
But then you're not winning. Your little buddies are winning.
True, but you're still killing the invader.
It's not that important.
But that's what we're trying to say.
I feel like a football girlfriend, like, it's just a game.
That's what we're trying to say.
I just.
To some people, it is.
But why? Like,
because they want to win.
Who you are. Nobody cares that much, do they?
Well, no, not really. But to like, some people, it is. It is that I have to win, no matter what. I can't die. Dying is the ultimate thing that I do not want to happen. But here we are in another person's world.
It's the same place, isn't it, over and over?
Yeah, we're invading in Analondo. This is where we are. This is the realm of the lords. And we're going to do the same path we did last time to see if we can find... Oh, do you see that there? That means that the host is attacking an enemy. That tells me where he is.
What does?
That damage number. Do you not see those numbers pop up in
no.
that bar? Okay.
I never see anything on this thing, ever.
It's not a problem. You don't know what to look for. But that means
like,
down here.
Yeah,
down here. And do you see that just then? What is that?
That's something.
That is 2 people.
Oh, are they fighting each other though?
No. That white means he's friendly. Friendly with this host. So this is essentially 2v1 again.
Well, they're not bowing, are they?
No. Do you know why?
Dickheads.
Because they're going to kill me. Because that's how they play.
Samurais killed people, they had honour.
Did they?
Well, they're supposed to have had. I bet they bowed.
Well, probably.
From a faraway field before they charged in and stabbed you all, but I'm really bad.
Oh!
That looked painful.
It was painful. But so was that. But you see the lag on the damage?
Yeah. Did you kill both of them?
Nope. I just knocked this guy down.
I was going to say, did he just fall over?
But I killed the host and it gets rid of the phantom.
Is the Phantom a real person?
Yeah, the Phantom is another human put into his game.
So what happens? Does he just like...
He goes home.
Get a message saying, wrong?
He saw what happened then, he's in the world just like I was, and he gets sent home just like I'm getting sent home now.
Oh.
But the argument is, those 2 people might have wanted to just play through the game. And not kill me.
Should have just not fought you.
But I attacked them. Should they not defend themselves?
Oh no, you shouldn't have. Well, no.
You see, I am invading to fight other people.
Well, can they not play through without being invadable?
Yes, but they can't have another person in their world. They can't have a corp buddy, so he can't have that Phantom without risking having me.
Well, then they should be better at it, shouldn't they?
Well, that's another argument, but did you see my life? They hit me quite a lot.
Yeah.
The host didn't heal. It was very laggy though, I don't know if you saw that. The people watching the video will see, because my wrath didn't do so much. It hit them, it didn't react, and then they reacted because of the lag, you know, stuff like that.
No, I didn't notice any of that.
Yeah, that's why I'm not playing this that often now, because my internet's so bad. It's not really fair. Like, I tried to do a move where I hit him with that spell, you know, that like where the white stuff came from me.
Yeah.
And then after that stuns them, you run behind them and you backstab them. But the stun came so late after when it should have come that he was still in an animation and I couldn't do it.
Oh.
So it was completely pointless and wasted. But that's advanced stuff. You don't need to know that.
Oh,
but that is the constant conflict with this game between all the different communities. What is right? What is wrong? What is fair? What is unfair? What is cheap? What is not cheap? Like, stabbing people in the back is cheap. Using the spell that I've got there is cheap. Using this weapon and just swinging is cheap. Well, the thing that it's funny you should say that, because backstabbing is, you know, when you're in that animation, you can't be injured in this game, and it's very powerful because it does a critical amount of life. So it's one way to even the odds, you know, against 2 to 3 people. Because when you're in that animation, you're doing severe damage to one of them, and the other person can't hurt you. When you come out of it, you like roll behind him, you do it to him. It's an advantage, but it's for both players. Some people think using that move in fights is wrong.
So what are you meant to do? Stand there and poke him?
Well, that's the thing.
Like, what else? I don't understand.
I mean, you've got these like, different moves.
Point?
You've got these attacks. You've got these jump attacks. You've got a lot of stuff, but you have nothing that can equate to the damage of that move in those encounters. And people will call you bad for doing it.
Yeah, but not bad at the game, because it.
Oh yeah, bad at the game.
But it takes skill to be able to. I did it once.
It does, and you're true. But to people who've played a lot and have, shall we say, inflated opinions of their own skill level or their own abilities.
So, knobheads.
Yes. Well, not really. There's a lot of good players, genuine players that hate it. Even though it's an important part of the game. And it's so interesting because what I'm trying to do recently with my honor standards and with how I play, I'm trying to just respond to how the person I'm fighting plays.
That seems more logical.
Because every situation is different. Don't get me wrong, when certain things happen, I have a response that I do, and a lot of my responses are known, but...
What do you mean?
For instance, if somebody heals against me, I'm not a fan of healing personally, so if I think I'm going to die and I want to kill that person, I will heal too. And I will use a Divine Blessing. I don't care. All healing items to me are essentially the same, it's just this one is hated. And don't get me wrong, I would never use that in a 1v1 when no one's healing.
Yeah.
Because there's no point. But as soon as they start healing, that to me is the same as a humanity. No, there's a large percentage of people that disagree with that vehemently. And they will leave hate and attack me personally and everything because I use that item instead of using another item that was acquired in the exact same way, but we'll forget about that. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Another standard of mine is, you know, when I go into a world and there's more than one person, all bets are off. I don't know if you're good, if you're bad, if you're friendly or not. So do not expect kindness from me. Because I can't afford to. Because I do this, and you and your buddy hit me with a dark bead, and I'm instantly dead. Before we've even fought. Before I even stood a chance to test my skill.
That's not very nice.
No, but it's how the game works.
Well, it shouldn't. It should be nicer.
But why? It's Dark Souls. This game is about death. It's about wanton souls using anything they can to get by. So...
But people should be nice.
I don't think you're wrong, my queen, but at the same time, you're not right. It's this weird... I
totally am right. If someone's
thing.
bowing at you, you can just not kill them.
Oh, true.
Finish,
very
and then
true.
Kill them.
Very true. Like, when somebody bows, I used to bow back. Nowadays, when somebody bows, if I'm in a mood for bowing, I'll bow. If I'm not, I'll stand there and wait to fight. It all depends on mood.
Do you kill someone if they're bowing?
No, I've never killed anybody during a bow, unless I know that they're a person who is an asshole. For instance, if I've invaded them and they have 2 phantoms and they're doing anything they can to kill me, divines, all that stuff, if I invade him on his own and he tries to bow at me, I will shit on his cereal. Gladly. And like spoon it around.
Should have all.
But that is a glimpse into some of the meta, you could say, of how Dark Souls should be played, or shouldn't be played? You decide.
It's all very complicated.
And as I try to end the video, we get an invasion.
This is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they're nice.
You know what? So do I.
Am I gonna get like loads of hate comments on this video?
You might, but I'll just remove them.
Oh no, I want to read them.
You see what that says?
No, I'm upside down.
Phantom Dark Smile summoned. What does that mean?
He's got a friend.
Yep. Do you see what that says? Nooper79. I think this is that guy who we fought at the beginning, you know, that used the Divine Blessing. This'll be interesting.
I don't remember.
Well, we know that if it is the same guy, he has a lot of healing items that are hard to fight. But we shall try.
Oh, that one that you killed first?
Mm-hmm. It might not be him. I might be wrong. But I reckon... Right, here we go. You get to decide now, my lovely. I have a spell that can hit through walls. Do I use this spell to see if they're hiding behind the door waiting to hit me? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, I won't use it. Right, so we've got a phantom and we've got a host. That's the host, yeah, you can tell. He's using the same shield.
Did they hit you?
No.
Was that right?
No, they didn't hit me.
Yeah.
Does that count as attack? Do I fight back?
Yeah.
I fight back? Yeah?
They threw fire at you.
Okay.
That's not nice.
Still unlocked.
Why is everything on fire?
Because he's throwing fireballs. Right. I'm being attacked by 2 people. I'm running away to heal. Is that good or bad, do you think? Or is that just surviving?
That's... I don't know.
See, these are the arguments that people have, you see. This is the... You're stupid. Never give people your back.
It was alright because they're both attacking you. At first I thought it was just the fireman attacking you. But they're both doing it.
Oh, I fucking missed my parry. This connection is killing me. I can't fight. He just healed his phantom, you see that? And it cancelled the backstab. I don't know if... Oh, we're locking onto the wrong person. It's cool. That's what we wanted. He's dead. Now it's just 1v1. What do I do now? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to put my shield on. So that's just one-on-one, and he's healing. So this is just me and him. His phantom is dead, and he has to fight me. And he's parry bait. I can parry this if the timings are going to be friendly. Like, what does this guy do? Do I kill him now? Do I bow now? How does this work? How does this seem to you?
Well, he's not bowing.
No? Oh, he's doing R2. And it hit through lag. Very interesting. What's he doing? He's just trying to interest.
I don't know, it looks like he's dancing from my angle.
He just keeps swinging once. Because he's looking to try and dead angle me.
Which is...
It's a technique that happens due to lag. This is so fucking laggy.
Did he hit you with something?
No, it's just... Oh, I hate this connection today. And all week and all month. But... That's beyond the point. That's just my frustration with the game. So he died.
Yay.
Why yay?
Because he had fire and that's bad.
No, his friend had fire.
Well, he invited his friend.
He did invite his friend, but what if they just wanted to get through the level and play? And I've just come in and
they were waiting in
that
room and they attacked you first.
So is that fair game?
Yeah.
You see, once again, my lovely, you're not wrong. It's just some people will tell you you are.
Why? They attacked you first. How is that not wrong?
It's so strange. You can't be right. This is what I've learned from my time posting on YouTube.
So if they attack you first, what are you supposed to do?
Well, if you win, you're dishonourable. If you lose, you've got no skill. You know, if you use a claymore, you need to get good. If you use Wrath of God, you need to get skill. It's like, you can't do anything. And the only way to sum this up, and the only way for you to ever get the best out of Dark Souls, is to play how you want to play. If that means ganking, if that means doing what they're doing, if that means doing what I'm doing, you just have to play your own way. Because no one is going to agree which is best. You're always going to get called a hypocrite. You're always going to get called a bad player, a cheater, a modder. It doesn't matter. It's this beautiful, insane, like, group of people that you'd think would agree, they just can't. And it's kind of fun because they don't, and it's kind of just rage-inducing at the same time. But this has been a little insight into Dark Souls PvP with my girlfriend.
Hi.
Thank you for watching.